What's going on, guys? Gentlemen, here today. We're back with another video on the channel. I'm happy to be here. I hope you're happy to be here. We're having a great day. It is the day after Thanksgiving, I think. Well, no, 2 days after Thanksgiving. It is Saturday, the day after Black Friday. For those who wouldn't say celebrate, but do that. Today's a very special video because it revolves around a few things. One, some stories of my time at college. You know, the friends I met and some specific stories about them. It will, predominantly be about one friend because he's asked. If he didn't ask, I wouldn't have made it about anybody predominantly, but he did ask. And I was like, okay, I have to make the focal point. I know what I'm saying. Yeah, the focal point, whatever, on him, the priority, right? And so, obviously, I will be telling stories about, let's see, about four different friends. Each gets their own story except for the first one. The first one will get about 2 to 3 good, funny stories, right? All right, so the first one, and now these are from my college days. So these are not my favorite memories in the world. It was not the best time either. I was going through a lot of rough patches. I had a bit of a depression. I lost a lot of friends during that time frame. I had a relationship go sour, which wasn't as big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that the person decided to be a horrible person. Don't be horrible people to other people. Sorry about that. I was having to respond to something I saw. My girlfriend texted me. Funny enough, shout out to her. She's also a part of this, and you guys are going to hear that story too. The first person is, and big shout out to you because I know you've asked so much, and here it is. Colton, or CDM Gamer. I think that's his Discord right now. CDM Gamer. I don't remember. Colton, this is for you. I first met Colton. Okay, let me give you some background. I first met Colton. He was my roommate at my last semester of college. He was my roommate, and he's a very smart kid. He is high-functioning autistic, as am I. We were both on the esports team. He played King K. Rool. I played Simon Belmont. I'm one of the best in the world. I'm even wearing my Low Tide City shirt. I am going to Low Tide City 2024, by the way. So if anybody wants to see me be like, hey, yo, it's Costa. Hey, yo, it's Jonah plays. It's that nerd. Can't believe it. But no, so I met him. I walked in. It was him and his mom, and they were getting all his stuff unpacked in his dorm. I'd already gotten my stuff unpacked and done. I already been there for like a year. It was his first year. He was a freshman. I was a sophomore. So I had already been there. I knew what I was going to do. I was just honestly walking around campus with my homie Cameron. And we'll talk about him later. So I have a lot of funny stories I could tell. But I have a couple that I've pulled out that are my favorite. And so I walked in, and Colton, he's getting his stuff unpacked. He goes, oh, hey, hi, I'm Colton M. I'm not going to say his last name for safety reasons. I'm Colton M. I'm like, what's up? I'm Jonah Plays. I'm Jonah. I didn't say Plays, but I don't want to say my last name either. I'm Jonah. And he goes, I guess I'll be your roommate this year. I said, I guess so. What are your extracurriculars? What are you doing? Well, I want to try esports. And I was like, say less. I'm your guy. I was on the esports team. And I'm like, what game do you want to play? Well, Smash. I'm the captain. He ended up getting his roommate with the captain and #1 player. I stand by that to the day I die. Jay Cobb, I know you're watching this video and you just laughed at that. And you laughed at that too. And you laughed at that. Stop laughing, Jay Cobb. Stop. This is not about you. Anyway, you're later. So, I digress. But he then turned around and was like, all right, Mom, I want to go over to the esports arena and check it out with Jonah. And so we walked over to the esports arena. We played a bit. I tested his K roll. He had a lot to work on, but he was really good. And that's how we met. That's how I met Colton. And so let's see. What's a funny story? What's a good couple stories? Oh my gosh. The carpool king. So Colton loves carpooling, for those, unaware. Everybody. And he's a great driver. He is a great communicator. He will always ask about, I want to carpool, you guys. Let's go over to Whataburger. Let's go over to Chick-fil-A. Let's carpool. Let's go do something. And we did. And we carpooled to tournaments. We carpooled to restaurants. We carpooled down the street to go to Walmart. He loved that. And I could tell you 100 different carpool stories. Going to the mall, going to the... Oh, we didn't go to the mall that last semester. Going to I was in Austin, Texas for college, and our esports team had to do a fundraiser for the team. So we ended up doing we worked a football game for UT, University of Texas in Austin. And we worked security. I will refuse to talk about that story, but I will tell you the parts at least about Colton, because I hate that story. It sucks. That day sucked. Anyway, no hard feelings. But so we all drove there. He drove us there. We all got there. We were walking through downtown Austin, sort of towards the campus, and so we get there. We do all this stuff that day. But as we're leaving, okay, this is the important part. The story actually starts after the game and everything we were doing. So we leave, and we find our car finally. We lost Jacob because it was me, Jacob, Diego, Cam, and Colton, and I think the other Diego too? Maybe? Both Diegos? I want to say both Diegos. Colton, Cameron, Jacob, Diego, and I. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6. Yeah. And so there were 5 of us going because Jacob betrayed us. Jacob. Betrayed us. For Jake and Tyler. And you still had the gall to show up at McDonald's when we did. You sick son of a... Anyway, so as I was saying, we decided to go to McDonald's. They also decided to go to McDonald's. But before then, we wanted Wendy's. And there was a Wendy's by the school. We drove around for 45 minutes of traffic to get to this Wendy's and almost died at least twice. Not Colton's fault. Because traffic leaving a football game, especially a college football game, is hell. To put it nicely. Now, we get to the Wendy's. You want to know what this Wendy's was? You might be thinking, oh, haha, they got there and it was closed. That sucks. Or, oh, haha, they got there and they were out of, Frosties or they didn't have enough money. No. It was the Wendy's inside the school. Anyway, so then we decided to go to McDonald's. After 45 minutes of waiting, we decided to go all the way back towards campus. We're about 5-10 minutes away from campus after driving about 30 minutes. Another 30 minutes, plus the extra 20 in traffic. So it took us till 1 in the morning to get back, and we left at 11. It took 2 hours. I was so tired, and I had to get up the next Sunday, and I had schoolwork, and then school on Monday. It makes me so angry. Anyway, so then, we pull up to the McDonald's and there's Jacob in the car. I know you're like, well, what about this has to do with Colton? I'm getting there. After Colton drives us there, which he did a great job. Shout out to Colton. We pulled up, and there he is. He sticks his head out the window to order the food, and we look at him through the window. I roll down my window, and I'm like, traitor! You sack of crap, you! How dare you! We're just, joshing him. We're just ragging on him. We don't mean it or whatever. It's, we're having fun. It's 1 in the morning. We're screaming at each other at a McDonald's parking lot. It's probably the most tame thing you can do in a McDonald's parking lot at 1 in the morning. Did I say Walmart? I thought I said Walmart. Anyway, but it was McDonald's, not Walmart. Walmarts don't have drive-thrus. Yeah, Walmarts don't have drive-thrus. Let it be a lesson to you. Anyway, so aside from that, we got our food. We went back to campus, and that was really the end of the story. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to speed run the next 3 stories because I'll give each of my friends the funniest story I've done. Diego's funniest story. And I mean, no offense to Diego. I really don't. But it's the funniest story. Is he comes up to us at dinner one day. And he's like, I have to do push-ups. And we're like, why? And he goes, I was simping over a girl. And I was like, My friend Mashu would be doing push-ups for life. And, you know, we're like, what do you mean? And he's like, all of a sudden, we go back to the esports arena where he starts doing push-ups in front of his computers, in front of his computer with headphones on. We're like, what are you doing, dude? Oh my God, bro. Why are you doing that? Voice crack moment. I'm sorry. But why are you doing that? Did I just double voice crack? I was like, why are you doing that? What the heck, bro? Why? And, you know, he's like, because I simped. I can't let such thoughts in my head. I was like, I'm sorry. But that's that's Diego's. Jacob, let's see. Jacob's funniest story. No, dude, it had to be in New Testament class. He studied all week, including in a study group, mind you, for this test. I didn't study. Because I'm him. I am him. He/him. The/goat. Himcules. All of that. I'm Hermit the Frog. Oh yeah. But anyway. And I I didn't study and he did. We had a test. We took the test, you know, they gave us we had a specific laptops to use in class for our test, you know? And I was like, okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. I would rather not, but I'm not gonna complain. Or not. And we sat there, we logged in, we did our test. It was like a 5-10 minute test. It was nothing big. And then about a couple hours later, and it makes it great because there's also a side jab in here. That's my favorite. He's like, oh, dude, I got like a 68, which in America is failing. I know my UK and European viewers are laughing at us. They're like, 68, bro, easy money. And we're like, no, we don't get any money with a 68. And then I got a 72, or like a 73, something like that. 74, which is passing in America. And they were like, and he was like, bro, you didn't study. What the frick, bro? Why? And I was like, because I'm that guy. I'm Jonah Plays. I'm Costa. I'm King Costa. Don't forget the name. Write it down on a piece of paper, slap it on your forehead, and walk around saying, I love Jonah Plays and King Costa. I sub to him. Speaking of which, if you do like this video, please subscribe, leave a like, and a comment down below if there are anything you would like me to do on a video. The next couple days are going to be out with some gaming videos and possibly some reactions. Be on the lookout for those. Thank you.